Brought to you by Penguin.
Learning to Swim by Clare Chambers. Read by Antonia Beamish. Part 1. Chapter 1. Loyalty never goes unpunished. My father said that once when he was passed over for promotion at work, and I've never forgotten it. I went to visit my parents on the Saturday afternoon, just before I was due to play in a big charity concert, having received a summons from my mother. She was having a clear-out ready for the decorators, and could I come and pick up a box of my belongings, or they'd end up in the church jumble sale? My mother likes to invent a practical purpose to my visits, so she doesn't feel she is making frivolous, self-indulgent demands on my time. She was in the process of sifting through a cardboard box of old, uncatalogued photographs when I arrived, and had clearly been at it for some time. All around her lay empty packets, slippery strips of negatives, and neat piles of pictures sorted according to subject matter, date, and quality. Blurred, duplicate, awful bags under my eyes. Don't know who that is, she intoned, tossing a series of rejects into the bin. I reached past her and picked up an old school photograph from the box. It was of the netball teams. There I was, standing on the end, second reserve for the B team, and there was Frances, captain of the A team, seated, holding the county trophy on her lap, that usual defiant expression on her face. I was assailed by a sudden, overwhelming sense of nostalgia. My memory has a trigger that's easily sprung, and I started leafing through the loose prints in search of other ghosts. "Don't rummage," Mother said crossly. "I've been at this all morning." "One thing I always hated," I said, looking at my 13-year-old self, long hair scraped back off my face into a ponytail, my spindly legs, ankle width from plimsolls to knickers, was being the thinnest person in the class. "You weren't thin," she said defensively. "I would never have underfed you." My mother can take the oddest things personally. She twitched the photo out of my hand. "That's never my Abigail," she said, screwing up her eyes, and then, realising that this line of argument was not going to be sustainable, said with a snort, "Well, I don't call that thin." In the kitchen, my father was unpacking a new toy, a large, shiny black and chrome cappuccino machine which took up half of one work surface. Ever since he gave up smoking his pipe, after realising that he could no longer keep up with Mother's cracking pace around museums and art galleries without wheezing, he has become increasingly addicted to modern gadgetry, anything that keeps his hands busy. "Hello," he said, blowing dust from the glass jug before setting it on its stand. "Can I get you anything to drink?" "I'm dying for a cup of tea," I said without thinking. "Coffee, I mean." "Colombian, Brazilian, Kenyan, Costa Rican, Nicaraguan, or decaffeinated?" he asked, producing half a dozen unopened foil packets from the shopping bag in front of him. "Whatever," I said, and then thought, oh, don't be an old spoil-sport. "Colombian." And I watched him meticulously measure out the beans into the grinder with a little plastic shovel and crank away at the handle. "Have you got a concert tonight?" he asked, spooning the grounds into the metal funnel and tamping them down, a rapt expression coming over his face. "Yes, a charity do, the Arid Lands or something." "Very poetic. Where would that be?" Senegal, I think." "I meant the concert." "The Barbican. Want to come? It's only £100 a ticket." His eyebrows shot up. £100? That's one whole wall plus ceiling and mouldings. Besides, there's still all this clearing out to do, plus the packing. They were off on holiday while the decorators moved in. Florence this time. They never took me to Florence. It had been left to others to introduce me to the pleasures of the continent. Over the sound of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?